As Herman Cain says, we got some altering and abolishing to do. The men who wrote these words are men of action. They understood that the only true defense of the Constitution is we, the people. If it is to be defended, we must do it. We alone have the power to defend our values and keep our government on the right path. We cannot stand passively by on the sidelines of the battlefield and just let somebody else do it. I believe it was Jefferson said, if we beat our swords into plowshares, we will be plowing for those who did not. When the Lord returns, we can beat the swords into plowshares, not a day before. The day is coming when each of us, each of you, will be put in a position where you're going to have to make a decision. Some of us have been in that position. It's a public place, usually, and something's being said, something's being done, where everybody's looking around at each other, but maybe nobody's saying anything. We're all going to be in that place. It's coming. If it's not already happened to you, it is coming. Standing up will require you to know who you are and what you believe. Standing up will require personal courage. Standing up will likely come at some cost. The cost of friendship, the cost of jobs, the cost of opportunities. It will likely come with a cost. That day is coming. Are you ready? Are you ready for that day? Prepare now for that day. Because if the day ever comes when America is no longer America, don't blame the liberal progressives. Don't blame the mainstream media. Don't blame the Congress. Don't even blame President Obama. If America loses its unique identity, it will be because Americans made a choice to be silent rather than to defend the blessings of liberty that have been provided us by people who have gone before us. We have a choice to make. We have to stand up. Are you ready to stand? If we don't stand up, we will lose it. Are you going to let that happen? Are you ready to stand up? Yes. Then take up your weapons and defend our country. And what are those weapons? I think there are three primary ones that we need to employ. One has already been mentioned by Jason. We need to pray. Our founding document says that we are endowed by our Creator with inalienable rights. Do you believe that? Yes. Well, it seems to me if those rights are in danger, we need to go to that Creator and ask for help. We need to acknowledge that we have failed in many ways in this nation. They took away prayer in schools and we stood by. They legalized taking the life of an innocent unborn child, and we stood by. They have taken rights after rights over and over and over, and we stood by. I am sick of standing by. We need to pray. We need to ask for guidance. We need to return to the values that made this country great. The second is the Constitution. That's probably, the more I learned about our Constitution and the founding of our country, the more I realized that our forefathers were brilliant. They were educated people. They were people of the world. They had seen governments fall. They knew what didn't work. And they put together a document whereby we could defend ourselves. As I just read, a document that even gives us permission to reject the government. That is unique. We need to use that Constitution. And then finally, we need to use the ballot box. We made a good start last November, but we need to finish the job. I don't know about you and how it is working in your Tea Party, but sometimes we feel overwhelmed. We've got so many different things flying at us at quorum court and city government and school board, and sometimes it just feels like you can't do it all, and I suppose it's true, we can't. But folks, I want to get to the point where they're not flying at us to begin with. And to do that, we need to put people in office who will stop this nonsense. There's nothing more important than 2012 election. It's coming. We need to be ready. The other side has awakened. I've heard a few things, and I'm sure some people could tell you others, of things that are happening on the other side to try to prevent us from being successful in the future. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be ugly. We've got to stand together. We need to quit beating up other conservatives. We need to quit majoring in the minors. We need to put aside petty squabbles and stand together for our country. It's too important to lose. Thank you very much.